Akim. We give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach you real well, and shalom to the sincere Akims, furnish truth and sincerity. Shalom. So this video I want to talk about something that came to my knowledge, basically, to my understanding, concerning an Edomite colleague that I work with during this project that me and my direct colleague are fixing. We have these ground workers that are basically doing the heavy lifting for us with the crane and with the shovels. And one of them is a real Dutch Edomite, man. A real Dutch Edomite. And we came to talk about what he would eat last week in the evening. And I asked him, so what are you gonna eat tonight? What are you gonna have for dinner? Don't you have a say so on what you're gonna eat tonight? And then he said, nah, I don't have to do that because every time it's nice, so I don't really have to do that. It always tastes nice. So my colleague, he asked him, like, hey, what is like the weirdest thing that you have eaten? Like the strangest thing? Man, this man, he named animals, man. He named alligator. He named cat. If I'm correct, he even named kangaroo or something. If I'm correct, he even said kangaroo, man. So we came back to the cat. I asked him, why did you eat cat? He said, well, back when I was younger, me and my family, and he meant him and his parents. I don't know if he has any siblings, I did not ask. But they said that they did not have, the type of money, to always eat meat, to always, have meat in their belly. So he said, so once we would see a cat in our yard, they would catch it, because cats, are mostly docile creatures, man. You can, at least, the cats that I have at home, they're pretty docile. If you approach them, they're just gonna stand there, man. That's why always, cats go missing in our neighborhood, man. And then we already know what's gonna happen with those cats, man. They're gonna end up in some Chinese food, man. But to go back to the Edomite, then they would catch it, and then they would kill it, man. And he said that it would put up a fight, man. It would put up a fight, if you wanted to kill it, if you wanted to slaughter the animal. And he even said that if you would remove the legs and the head and the tail, it basically looks like a rabbit, man. And rabbit is something that they also eat over here in the Netherlands, because my grandfather, when he was still alive, when he was younger, he would raise his own rabbits and hares and would eat them, man. The story would even go that far that my mom would have a rabbit and she would raise it for the whole year, and then at so-called Christmas she would get it served on her platter, man, on her plate. So yeah, concerning the animals that I mentioned, and I just saw pheasant, but going back to the topic concerning the animals that the man ate, he mentioned that the cat that they ate was because they experienced some sort of famine, man. But the time is gonna come when the famine hits, all these abominable creatures that we're not allowed to eat, because the cat is not allowed to be eaten, the alligator is not allowed to be eaten, the kangaroo is not allowed to be eaten. Those animals, they're going to be, creatures that are going to be eaten by the masses, right, that are, trying to survive, man. But we understand that we're not allowed to eat those creatures, man. And even if we see those type of creatures, just standing there, ripe for the picking, we should not touch them, man. We should not, approach them to slaughter them and to consume them, man. Because we're not allowed to eat those animals, man. We are separated by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. But the thing is, the masses, the majority of the people that will find that they need to survive, they're going to eat those creatures that are going to be abominable and distasteful in our eyes, man. The crow, people might like, hey, it just looks like a chicken. Yeah, but we're not allowed to eat a crow, man. We're not allowed to eat a crow. But the people will going to eat crow when the time is there, that they need to survive, man. They want to have food in their belly, man. That's the time that we're heading into, man. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, talks about how the Most High is going to bring famine upon the earth as part of the plagues. And the book of Matthew, chapter 24, talks about that, before the second coming of Yahweh Shai, there will be famine upon the earth. So these times are coming, and people are going to eat the most strangest things just in order to survive, man. Just to find a way for them to survive and make sure that, they live another day, man. But we understand, according to the scriptures, that the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall eat, man. And we don't have to eat those nasty things, man. We don't have to eat cat. Oh yeah, another thing. My colleague asked, have you ever eaten dog? And he said no, because out of principle, you hear that? You hear that joke? Out of principle, I don't eat dog. Why? Because most likely he sees it as his pet. He has a dog himself, or he has had dogs, and he sees them not as something that you would eat. Why would you eat the freaking cat, man? A freaking cat. We ain't no fucking Chinese people, man, that put all these things in their food. We ain't abominable like them, man. We, the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those scattered among the heathen nations, looking like the heathen nations, we've been separated by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. We ain't allowed to eat those things. We're not supposed to eat them, man. They're defiling our body, man, our temple, man. And that the thing is, man. That's a quick video that I wanted to make, while on my way to work. Your desire, is edifying. And hey, the time is going to come that these people are going to eat those things, man. But we should be mindful of the things that we are allowed to eat. For instance, the book of Leviticus chapter 11, man, talks about that. The things that we're allowed to eat. The things that we can consume. The things that we are able to, eat, You might think, yeah, the pigeons, that we see on the streets are, they look disgusting. Yeah, but we're allowed to eat them, man. We're allowed to eat those, So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham HaKadosh. Double honors to the Elder Apostles of Great Millstone, who teach real well, and Shalom to the sinister Akim, spreading truth and sincere. Shalom.